Good. Oh, my ears. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Cameo by Nebby there. Isaac, welcome.
Hey.
Your video is paused for some reason. Wait, because that's right. No worries. We're going with it. There you go. You're set.
Back.
You're lucky your video saw paused because you wouldn't have been able to dance to the theme song because you can't hear it. But now we're going to swap over now so you can. I've already played it. I've made sure to swap the audio so we
Must
don't.
be lagging.
No, we're all set now. We're good. Yeah, we're gonna do a got competing unmentionable drinks. Keep the sponsors on their toes. Yeah, we are gonna do a short start ep, and by that I mean it'll probably still be 50 minutes. The game for tonight starts at 10 minutes, which Luke McDonald's going to kick first goal. We're all going to be happy, and then we'll go about our days. But let's get straight into it if you want, and we can do maybe last round and then anything we want to bring up, and then future tipping round, and then we'll be set.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's start with the first game of the round 16. Brisbane defeats Richmond.
Saw this one coming.
Mile away. I think we both predicted Brisbane at the Gabba would smash the Tigers. The old broken Tigers. McCluggage went off. Congratulations, Dilio. He went 34 disposals. Split that with 18 kicks, 16 handballs for 157 Supercoach points. So, bravo. Did you have anything else to say about this game?
Yeah, no Dusty, no Richmond, which has always been the case.
100.
I think they had a lot of couple outs that were bad news bears for the Tigers. But yeah, not really anything to do. I picked Bolter off the waivers, and he's been doing swimmingly ever since. So that's 2 for 2 on bigs for me because I picked Steele off the waivers, and he's been killing it too. So hey, there's always some diamonds in the rough. But yeah, I think we expected that to happen, and Tigers play again tonight, and we'll see if they're all doing themselves.
Yeah, I had a couple of Sprizzy players. I don't think I've got any Tigers in my team. I have Ashcroft and Andrews, and they've brought this. They're back in the running of being decent players. Andrews had a few bad games, but Ashcroft, he's a rookie, but he's pumping out 110 plus, which is I'm very happy with it. He's going to be a gun. Yeah, he dropped to 111 this week, so yeah, it's very good news. Right.
Sick.
Shall we move on to the final score was 134 to 53.
Yep.
So Brisbane did score over 10 points if you're following along. But they got the dub, and yeah, Richmond is shit. Sweet.
Shit.
Next game.
I didn't watch this one. I got a lot of interest for Sydney playing footy at the moment. As I said, even tonight, I don't like the Tigers. I don't care for the Swans. I feel like they're in the sink anyway. But we got a draw from Geelong, which was what the fuck is Navy doing out there? Yeah, turns out a bit of a spicy game at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So, from all accounts of what I heard, Sydney kicked themselves out of it. Like they had the ball, they were getting it inside 50, but every time they'd have a shot on goal, it would just fucking spray off to the side, and they kicking it out on the full, and they
18 points.
Like all their big guns were just kicking behinds all game. Like Gordon kicked 0-2, Fox kicked 0-3, Heaney kicked 0-2. Hickey kicked 0-2. It's just like you've got they could be a good team, but they're just like not delivering, and it's disappointing once again.
All these big men that came and stomped all over West Coast, just
exactly, and that's it. It just shows you who they really are. Blakey got 29. Yeah, spineless, but you know who's fucking who's got a spine? My boy Nick Blakey. He racked up 29 disposals.
29.
That is a match high of that game. So very, very proud of him. And my boy Grind Myers did all right too. So really can't complain.
Is Myers your boy, or you just pick him? He's just a player on your team.
He's a player on my team, but like I've warmed up to him. Like he's putting his heart and soul into Jesus, and that I just respect it. There's a
I
few players which I've traded off recently that weren't putting their heart and soul. I've got
yeah,
big news for later, by the way. But yes, I think Geelong. What the last two times they played Sydney, they smashed them by like 100 points. So it was good to see Sydney kind of get back in the race, but it's probably still going to feel like a loss to them,
yeah,
because they were playing at home. They really like on the same form, if not like slightly better than Geelong. They had to play. They just lost. They lost that game basically. They did
yeah,
draw, but in reality, they lost. Geelong got away with the draw.
yeah.
That's
It's the Teals
my
way.
opinion. But yeah, it is.
I reckon it was this time to show the Swans that they're back, and I said they're playing the Tigers tonight, so both teams kind of need to prove something. It's really good for that rat race in the top end of the top eight, for Geelong to get a draw, because I think it's their second draw, which means they're 2 points behind the Bombers in ninth, and if they'd got the extra 2 points, they sort of would have jumped up and sort of be in contention. So they might like be out of the finals, Geelong, if they, just by that miraculous 2 point difference when it comes down to it, down the line.
Yeah,
So that's
100%. It
something to look
it
forward
could
to.
come back to bite them. Because we have covered both Richmond and the Swans so far, and it is 7:16 and the game starts in 4 minutes. Would we like to make some predictions
Yeah,
about Game 1, Round 17?
that's a good idea.
Richmond v Swans at the MCG. We have Dion Prestia back, Dustin Martin back, and a few other, spuds. A few outs for Richmond. Anyone of there's Shorts out. That's basically it. The rest of them are kind of shit. In for Sydney is Franklin and McCartan, and
Yeah.
out is Amati and Clark. So I think it's interesting. But what are your thoughts on this game? Those are the current changes. What do you think
Yeah.
is going to happen?
I think Richmond backs, Buddy's not going to do anything, and Richmond getting back into some of their ins are going to sort of do their business with the Swans. I think the Swans could keep up. As I said, I probably won't tune into this game. I might chuck it on while I'm eating dinner, but the cricket's going to start at some point, and I'll probably got other things to do because I don't care about the game outside the first goal. But I have a little tidbit here for you that Nick Blakey, aka the Lizard, shares the lead for running bounce. That's not English. Who's written this? Nick Blakey shares the lead.
Who's raining it?
The league for running.
He leads the league in
No, there's
running
no
bounce.
S. There's no S. It says shares the league for running bounces recorded since round 12 with Essendon's Andy McGrath, with both players recording 12 bounces in this span. That's
12 bounces in the season so far. Is that it?
running bounces recorded since round 12.
Right.
So it's
Wow.
pretty fun.
My lizard, he likes to get on the trot. That's what I'm going to say. So what was your prediction for this game? I've got 2 minutes.
Tigers up. Tigers
Tigers up.
At the G.
Prestia, Dustin Martin back. I like the Tigers' odds, but fuck the Tigers. Sydney's getting a dub at the MCG. A lot of Richmond fans going home unhappy.
That'd be
I'm
great.
predicting Buddy to kick 4 to 6 goals and just day out for the Swans. Blakey off the halfback. That's what's happening. All right, so okay.
Yeah.
We got it in time, man. We got
it in time before the bounce. And I appreciate the adapting to the boldness of access some places and just tipping with the heart instead of the head. That's the way to be. You can cover the floor on this game. Crows North. Crows got up.
I just like
by 66.
Oh, we're just not very good. And
What's up with the shin motors?
Adelaide they're a dog shit football club. Fuck the Crom and fuck what they do to sides that are significantly shitter than them. They're just like they're fucking bottom feeders. They're just like, oh look, this will boost our percentage. Let's just shit on the fucking growing side. It's just poor etiquette. Swans did it the other week. Adelaide's done it this week, and look, we put up a little bit of a fight. in the first half, but as per usual, we drop off in the second half. We just don't have that guts. We got LDU back, which is nice.
Yeah.
Um, he'll have an impact as the season goes on. He'll just probably take a little bit to warm up. Some North news.
This is big news, you said.
This is big news. So, well, there's actually two. There's two.
Ben
bits of
Mackay's
news
gone on the
this
Bombers.
week.
Tell me it's true.
Well, I can't confirm nor deny that. Ben Mackay, don't leave us. We'll be good. I swear. What I'm gonna say is Boomer Harvey's son, Cooper Harvey, has been
Yes.
selected.
He's been selected. I knew he was on the list to debut, but he's been selected now.
Let me just check that. He is new and he is in. Let's go! Boomer 2.0. It's over. It's over, Geelong.
I'm gonna
It's
play a bit
over.
of the theme song there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, and part 2 of North News. Jesus is it Jesus? Let's
Jesus and Jesus.
go.
Bit more theme song.
We need another theme song, but let's go, Jesus. Let's go. Nah, he's back. He dropped a 79 last week, and Trav was like, that is not good enough for whatever Trav's dog shit team's called on the crouch. They're not making it. They're going out straight sets. Just love to see it.
Where are on the crouch? Where are they on the list?
I think they're fourth. I think
they won't last.
They're basically just they won't last. They don't have a dog in them.
They're the D's of the Super Coach. They're not going to say anything.
Nah, fuck them. They're shit.
Yeah, so you got your boy Shizzle.
Yes, we got him. It might be round 17, but we've got him. We're going to have him for finals, and we're going to win. And he's going to carry us. He is my Lord and Savior. I love him. I'm just very happy about the news. And I got John as well, but yeah, who cares? Sarong's shit compared to Shizzle. That's what I heard.
Why didn't you go for Wardlaw as well? Because didn't On the Couch also have Wardlaw?
I think Wardlaw might be on the waivers, but
look, if he's on the waivers,
there might be a young Mr. Harvey on my team by the end of this round. I'll tell you that.
That's my next question. Where are you gonna pick up Kuma Harvey? Can we call him Kuma Harvey instead of Boomer Harvey?
Kuma? Oh no! Don't call my boy Kuma. Oh.
All right, this is just in access some places. We're gonna dub him as Kuma Harvey as his namesake. God. So we've ruined him straight away. I've just got the notification that live Richmond City started on KO, so we'll see. I'm gonna be watching that first goal scorer pretty closely. So Kuma Harvey debuts. You've got Shizzle. That's exciting.
Yep. Great news. Unfortunate game for North. It was at Adelaide Oval. Everyone knew what was going to happen. It was on the same time as was it Dogs Freo, so literally no one watched it. That being said, there were more people at the game at Adelaide Oval than there were at Marvel Stadium. So who knows? Maybe North fans are the Crom fans as well. Maybe. So let's move on to the Doggies versus Fremantle.
Look, nothing exciting. I think I say that on purpose because fuck the Dogs. But look, the Dogs have been showing that they're on the up continually. Freo have shown that they're a bit of a floozy. They're a floozy team. Didn't watch this one either. I didn't watch a lot of footy this weekend.
No, it's hard to stay on top of it, but I think
I can't remember what I was doing on
allows
Saturday.
me to what is the difference between watching and reading it a week later?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I don't think there's any difference.
It's all it is just more knowledge.
I think look, Dogs are starting to get a bit spooky on the not flag, but like finals, scalps. I
know exactly what you're saying. Dogs, doesn't matter where they fucking obviously that's the meme. They can finish wherever and then still win the granny.
Fucking McKerney kick first goal. Good old Justin.
That's rough.
So didn't get me picked. Yeah, what were you saying?
So yeah, dogs have that dog in them and they can win the granny. They can get into the granny or win it from any position. So it's like But you don't want them to be hot at the end of the season, which is kind of what they're gearing towards.
Yeah.
Um, they've got little to no injuries, some good young players, some experienced literal premiership winners. I would be excited if I was a Dogs fan at what could happen. And as a Freo fan, I would be just. I don't want to bring up any photos that happened this week.
Yeah, but I think Freo have kind of showed their arsehole that game.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. It's like sometimes you're a team and sometimes you're a player and sometimes pictures of your asshole come out, and that's what Freo are.
I really was going to try to avoid bringing that up, but we've got the finger on the pulse in the media, but
Oh, we really do. Yeah. So yeah, Freo, get your assholes in your pants.
Get your assholes in the pants.
That's my advice.
Fun fact about the dogs. Fun access some places. News. I forgot that the dogs were in the grand final in 2021. I knew they'd won that flag in what was it, 16? But
yeah,
I completely blanked in my mind that the dogs were in the grand final against the D's. I think it was a mixture of it being a COVID one. I actually might have been away, or just not watching it. But yeah, I just blanked.
Apart from like reading up about it the other week, just because
I
you've got to
forgot.
stay current with your history. That whole COVID shit was blurred to me. So
Yeah,
I'm just glad we're on the other side, and
yeah,
but
absolutely.
I fear for whoever comes up against the dogs because
Yeah,
when they are on fire, they are scary. They have absolute A-class players.
and I think
Shall
that's.
and
I think
and the
they've
only
still
thing
got
that
a
lets them
couple of
down is their
holes.
coach.
Yeah,
Their coach is a bit fucking, you know what?
he's a loser.
Retarded.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah.
Luke Beveridge is a fucking loser.
He's a fucking loser.
Speaking of stars, flag pies get another dub. I think there's a bit of hope behind Gold Coast for some reason. Didn't show up. Pies kicked another, and again, let's just go back to Freo quickly. Freo has been in a game that has ruined my 10 behinds theorem again because the dogs only kicked 6 points. But this is just a clinic for the Pies. 18-12. Really not a lot to say with this match because
To do some like retrospective guidance. Um, what the dogs did is what Sydney should have done,
yeah,
and that is fucking win,
yeah,
and by what? So yes, Gold Coast defeated by Collingwood,
yep.
and they got 22,483 people up at Heritage Bank Stadium. Fucking let's go. The Pies are on holiday in Queensland right now.
Yep.
Yeah, the Pie Army showed up in force, and they were chanting. And you could feel a mini MCG happening up there. It was a good vibe. Apart
Good
from
fun.
fucking Gold Coast just not showing up.
Yeah, having their pants pulled down.
Yeah.
At the home state.
I think this is the third week in a row Flanders has just gone off.
Oh,
He
he's a
had another
king.
27 disposals. So just I'm big Flanders guy here.
Who's not? I wish I was more active on the pod in this format pre Supercoach or even in the draft. Because, I got the receipts to show that I backed Flanders out of the gate. And I called my Supercoach team Flanders Field. I knew he'd be good out of the gate. I backed it. Another bold prediction of mine. And Austin picked him off the draft like a fucking weasel. And he's been held in, dropped in, picked him up, whatever. He's got him now. I don't know actually who has Flanders now, but he's a gun.
He's a gun, young gun. I picked up Darcy Moore last week or the week before, and I am enjoying watching him play.
Yeah.
I would like to get Pendlebury for Wiedering from Dilio, but we'll see if that happens.
Pendles is going to get the disposal record this week, isn't he? You on track?
That is a hot favorite for that to happen this week. Quite exciting. We'll go over that when we do next week's predictions.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, Darcy Moore probably the coolest captain in the comp? Question mark.
Coolest, best looking.
Yeah, maybe most attractive as well. Captain. He's just he's the best captain in the league.
Best all fucking characteristics. He's just the defender captain. What more do you want? You've got fucking like co-captain Harris Andrews or something. No,
Nah,
you'll take Darcy Moore every day of the week.
yeah.
So let's go on. I'll let you take the lead here.
My like tear ducts just started to flare up again. Yeah. It was hard looking at that score again, thinking about this game again. Most painful loss I've seen in person. Really painful for the Bombers because people did back them to maybe win. Port coming off a bye at the G. We've got a bit of a head of steam. Fucking painful. Goal after the siren. Fun fact, not a fun fact. I was also there when Jamie Elliott kicked the goal after the siren last year to lose to another big team. So that fucking sucks. An actually genuinely interesting fact. Do you want to guess how many years it's been since Essendon have won by a goal behind the siren after the siren?
Look, I'm gonna go back in my like encyclopedic knowledge of football, and look, see, my hands are off the computer. I'm not using cheeky tricks. Let's go 11 years.
11 years?
Let's go 11 years.
Times that by 10. It has been
There's
110 years since Essendon have won a game with a goal after the siren.
There is no possible way
I'll
that
send you the
true.
graphic after this. If I had it, I can try and put it on my screen, but I can't be fucked. Yeah, it's been 110 years since we kicked the goal after the siren to win the game.
Holy shit!
It's
Look at that.
1910.
If there's anything I love doing, it's being off by an order of magnitude.
By a stupidly large margin. Yeah, there's a graphic that was sent to me that had like all the different last times odds. I'll put up really fast so that I don't have to talk about this game. Yeah, it was versus University in round 16 in 1913. The University game. Yeah, there's the graphic.
They kicked the goal after the siren to win.
There's the graphic. Where North Melbourne's was round 15, 1987.
Right.
The next oldest one apart from the 110 years is probably Fitzroy. No, the Dogs versus Fitzroy. There's a Fitzroy mention of the week, which was round 21, 1976. So...
Oh, golly gosh.
It's fucked up.
So yeah, it's been a century since you've made some magic.
It's been a century since we've had a magical, and not only that, I've witnessed 2 losses of the goal after the siren in person. There has not been a physical way for me to witness a win in the same manner in 110 years.
Yeah. Oh, that is fucking funny. So yeah, I know you probably don't want to bring it up, but Dan bloody Houston.
What a kick. What a fucking great kick.
Fucking legend. Oh, imagine the feeling in the rooms after that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been...
I would have
sent
goal.
So many arsehole pictures after that win.
Look, I love a backman goal. If I was a neutral, I would have been so sick, but I wasn't, and it hurt. And it hurt everyone that was in the stadium that had a red and black around them. And the Bombers fan squad actually got a bit of sympathy from the world that day. Just a little bit. Like
I think, yeah. You know what? Not bad against one of the best teams in the league.
We almost broke their massive streak.
They're on par with Collingwood, if not better.
Yeah.
And you've fucking taken them right up to the literal siren.
And no Draper.
Yeah.
I am proud of the boys. It's really upsetting. Not our fault. Zach Merritt's fault. Funny thing, the Port fans didn't even know. Like, I was here's another train chat with Josh. I was on the train home, and there's two old Port ladies chatting about it behind us. Me and Sam sitting there with our heads in our hands.
Let me do a delayed intro. All
right.
Choo choo.
We're gonna start doing
train chat with Josh.
We're gonna start doing more sound bites. I think it's a great part. It's engaging for the podcast. We were just sitting there, heads in our hands, playing bullet chess back and forth. I don't think I won many games. And they're just talking about like, something about the Bombers fans and blah, 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 and we're sitting there like practically in tears. And then her friend got off the train, or and then she was saying something anyway. And she goes, "Oh, I don't know how like he got it." I was like, "But they were in like the Port Cheer squad." They're like, "Oh, I don't know, like who kicked it to him?" And I was like, "Nick Martin kicked it to him. He just put it on his boot out of the 50 when there was 30 seconds left." And she's like, "Oh, I thought it was one of our guys." I was like, "You can't fucking have lightning blue hair on the 50 side that you were in and not notice that like how your winner got the fucking ball for the goal. Like it was a good mark. It was just that doesn't happen. Like even the intercept mark 60 out, like just putting on the boot to they kick it. Like if that's it, and I got told by other Port fans that he's got a boot on him, which clearly he does. Like he got over the line and like there was this far away from winning, but
Oh, that the photo of the ball going over the
yeah,
goal line, that was just perfect. The goal umpire getting absolutely
just
crushed
crushed
by about
underneath.
18 players.
Yeah, it was
Oh, it was just
literally we kicked the Caldwell's goal, Menzies or Caldwell's goal. It was goal. Holy shit, we've won. And then don't look at the time. Don't look at the time. And the one guy in the Don's cheer squad goes, so we're fucking shitting ourselves. Everyone's up on their feet. And then ball goes in, ball goes out, like move the line with like 15, 20 seconds left. And then like ball goes into the 50 and then it gets marked. And we're like, oh fuck, not like this. Like the Matrix when your switch is there watching I don't remember his name, die get unplugged from Cypher. It's just like the siren goes, Houston lines up, and then it was like, oh, he's missed, and then oh no, he's kicked it, and then you watch the crowd go up from the other side, and we're like, holy shit, we've touched that, we've won by like 3 points, and then the goal review, and then like, that's the thing, losing to goal review as well, not even kick after the siren, like that hurts, but losing to a goal review where you have a second chance to feel the taste of victory again, awfully painful. Thanks for bringing that up.
my pleasure.
Next game, Blues, Hawks. Blues tried to show that they mean something. I don't think it's real. But this Hawthorn team, as I always bring up, developing and beat Brisbane. Thoughts?
I traded Will Day out a couple weeks ago, and he dropped a 65 for Tom. So he ate a huge bag of dicks.
Yep.
We are happy for Carlton, but really they're beating up on shit sides again. They kicked 10 points, so that's good for you. And I kind of want to rush through the next couple of games,
Yeah,
and then get to some predictions.
yeah. Rushing through sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I said nothing too much on. We're only at 28 minutes, so that's not too bad actually.
We've covered the main points of the round, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's like D's Giants, yawn. Good to see the Giants got up. And the Saints. This is the point of the round, I think. The Saints almost dropped it to the Weagles. My gauntlet is still alive, but I'm getting nervous.
It is.
Yep. I'm still in that 7,000, but I'm getting nervous. I'm going to have to send an email come last round where like I have to pick West Coast and they're playing whoever they play, the D's or something in the last round. And it's just like, well, they're not going to win unless they do because the D's are going to fall off. Yeah, very spooky by the Saints that West Coast could have won.
Yeah, I'm all aboard the Saints are shit. They can only just beat a shit West Coast side. What are they doing?
Yeah.
No chance they stay in the 8. With that sort of mindset.
And
yeah, so
Shannon Hearn put 140 on my bench, and I still beat Took once. Still beat Ben on his honeymoon.
Is that 2-0?
There's 2-0. Is the first team to lose 2-0 to the Firm.
Let's go.
He, we actually get live scores whilst we're doing the pod. That's pretty funny. The 140 on the bench, didn't need him, still got the dub, and now he's out again. So, fuck Shannon Hearn. But he's a star. So, we've already done the prediction for the first game, and the current score is Richmond 1-1, Sydney 3-1, 19. So...
Oh, I'm liking the sound of that.
Yeah.
Has Buddy kicked on yet?
Let me check my other screen. I should ask if I can use the I Dream of Genie song. No, Goulden and Hayward have kicked one each,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
McKern
see
and
that.
McKern and Nuri. So
So yeah, the Swans are doing what they should have done last week and kick straight. So that's good to see.
yeah,
Fuck Richmond.
yeah, definitely. Fuck Richmond.
What is so you predicted that Richmond will win? I predicted that Sydney will win.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes. Doggies versus Collingwood, Friday night game. Now that's good scheduling.
yeah.
Marvel Stadium. Hopefully they close the roof. They usually have it closed. Who have you got for this game? I know it might seem obvious, but
Yeah, the Pies.
hot dog.
We did mention the spookiness of the dogs. I don't think they've got this much of a dog in them to beat the Pies. I would be sad, not as sad as last week, but sad if the Pies lose this to the Dogs because it gives the Dogs good, which is bad, and then the Pies lose, which is bad.
All right, I got a question for you.
You might have an answer.
So you'd say like a hot dog at the MCG might cost you say like $12 to $15, right?
Yeah, $13.50.
Yeah, around that. And a pie might be a bit cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So would you rather? So let's say it's like a $6 pie, or is it more like $8 now? I don't know with inflation.
Let's just go with 6. I'm happy with
Let's
6.
go with 6. Yeah. So we'll go 6 and 14 just to keep it nice and simple. Would you rather a $6 hot dog or a $14 pie? $14 pie. And
$6 hot dog.
that is.
I'm dry. I think I'd prefer a $6 hot dog because a $14 pie. It's like, how good can a pie really be?
How good can a pie? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
It's like, but let's be honest. The $14 hot dog isn't that good, and could probably be a $6 hot dog.
No, I'm with you. I think
the hot dogs are too damn expensive.
Oh, that's your whole point. That the hot dogs are too expensive. Because I think you can have some gourmet like steak Ned Kelly onion pie, but I'm not gonna pick it at the footy.
100%.
I'm gonna buy a $2 hot dog. You know, give me 3 $2 hot dogs.
I might buy 3 $2 hot dogs. Oh, do we get free mustard and like sauce? And
Yeah,
I'd pay an extra $1 for cheese. I'd pay an extra $1 for cheese just
on each one or just one of them.
Oh fuck! If they're giving me 3 cheeses for $1, mate.
No, it's $3 worth of cheese.
$3 worth of cheese. Ooh, that's almost a bag of cheese. Yeah, fuck it. I'm paying $4 per hot dog.
I reckon I'm going 3. I haven't had a hot dog in a long time. Maybe 18 months. I reckon I'm going 3 hot dogs, 1 with cheese, and it's kind of like the dessert hot dog, or it's the main course hot dog. Nah.
And then you have a hot dog sandwich where you have like a hot dog without, and then a hot dog with, and hot dog with onions. Do you have onions, or is that sausage?
I think that's
more sausage. But
yeah.
I mean,
no, I mean like one hot dog with me sauce and mustard.
Yeah.
And then the second hot dog with me sauce and mustard, and then the hot dog with sauce and mustard and cheese. But maybe that's I have it first.
Bit of pickle, bit of pickle chopped up.
I don't think they're chopping pickles at Marvel.
If they're $6 hot dogs, probably. I mean, $2 hot dogs, probably not.
No, you're getting the boiling water that soaked the hot dog in it, and the bread that is really dry. You know that like hot dog bread from Coles, which is like it's pretty much just gravel and air.
Yeah, like it's hard on the outside, and then like
it's dusty in the middle. It's not even bready.
Dusty and like a little bit wet because they've just thrown a juicy hot dog on there. So it's like, it's just but I'll take 3, thanks.
Or I'd get 3 and put 2 hot dogs in the 1 hot dog bread, and then have 1 with cheese.
Just ain't right. All right. So
pies.
Based on that, I am going to go with the pies. Brisbane West Coast. Let's just at the Gabba. It's going to be a Brisbane W. GWS Hawthorn, Giants Stadium. Look,
Giants could drop this.
Giants could drop this. I'm with you on that one. But if I'm going to make a prediction, it's going to be the Giants to win because I just don't have faith in Hawthorn yet. It's kind of the same vibe with Port Gold Coast as to Brisbane West Coast. I think.
Where are you going? We've got.
Oh, sorry. It's done the.
Brisbane Eagles.
Brisbane Eagles.
And then it goes Giants Hawks, and then it goes Saints D's.
Yeah, Saints D's. Okay, this is a more interesting game because both teams are kind of on the flop, and just just not rock hard like they used to be. Oh well, St Kilda really haven't been.
Unless you're sitting in
So
the car park
it's
at the training grounds. Um, I think a, a local a local
uh,
demon, like my friendly neighborhood demon, Jazzy, has not got faith on this game. The D's. He reckons the season's done if they lose this weekend, and the fact that he thinks there's a chance they could lose this weekend is A, stupid, but B, I wouldn't mind a Demons loss here at all because the Saints
look,
can't
it
sustain
is.
the wins. Takes the 4 points from the D's, so the D's drop. Give the Saints 4 more points. It's not going to do anything with them, and then Dilio pays them $50 eventually.
So if these drop out, you get $50.
Well, if the D's end the final, like, yeah, they end ninth or below at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like, they've got to end that way. So if they even fall out of the eight, because I mean they wouldn't have started in the eight unless they might
Yeah,
have.
so they got to finish out of the 8. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get you. So based on that, I'll go for the Saints because I'd like to see $50 in your pocket more than I'd like to see $50 in that Italian man's pocket. I think that it's unlikely that the Saints get up based on their previous week's performance against West Coast, but Clary's still out, so
Clary's out, Fritch is
on.
out, gone, and Grandy sucks. What's the alternative for it? Is Grandy or I think it's just Grandy. Sucks.
Or Gorn.
Yeah, or Braun. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grundy's out. Grundy
Twin,
sucks,
Twin,
and
Twin Towers,
Twin
9/11,
Towers.
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Sink.
Geelong North at GMHBA.
No,
So
we have
this
Port's Gold Coast.
fuck.
We were on Saturday. We haven't even done Port Gold Coast yet.
Have we not done Port?
You,
No,
I mean,
thought
you
we
said
covered this.
you said equal amount. You just said same thing's going to happen. Port Gold Coast. Port is going to walk over the Gold Coast, which we agree with.
We agree. We both agree on that.
Yeah.
At Adelaide Oval, it's just going to be a clean sweep. Are we good to go on to Geelong North now?
Now we can go to Geelong North.
So it's the same fucking situation as North had last week. It's a good team at their home ground, and we're going to get fucking pumped again.
Especially the category.
There is one hope, and it's Mr. Kuma himself. If he can grab the ball and bounce it and run just like his father did, we'll be okay. But yes, look, they're setting the bar high.
Yep.
And I think it will end in tears, and he might have the least games played for an AFL player. Which would be funny little dichotomy.
That would
all
be.
Right.
Yeah, I'm actually keen. I would be more keen to tune into that game because of Kuma Harvey than not.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And the Cats just like the Cats are going to be like, fuck, we're at home. We just drew to the Swans. Like, let's just put the boots through the North. But we'll see.
So you're tipping Geelong as well?
Yeah, but I'd like a North win, but I'm tipping Geelong.
I've got all fucked up times here, so you shoot next.
Yeah, we have Bombers Crows at Marvel, 3:10. I'm probably going to try and go to that game. I might be a bit dusty.
Back to back South Australia teams. How do you feel about that?
We'll run the gauntlet. I am actually thinking this is the closest game of the round, and I think I have to do this solo because my fucking Bombers mates are like, really like going Marvel. And, you know, a Sunday afternoon game kind of makes you go from having a full weekend to having no weekend. And this bloke's on fucking school holidays for the last 2 weeks and can't, give up his Sunday afternoon for the boys. So I'm gonna have to solo this. You're welcome to come. you're
Yeah, shoot me a message at around 12 noon, and I'll see how I'm feeling.
I am excited for this because, and if I get to go, I get to see Tex in person. That'd be sick. I saw Chicks in person, but I was drinking a lot of hard lemonades. So actually, and I missed out on seeing one of the other forwards I like to see because, so maybe it's the first time we first the Crows missed them. But yeah, keen to see this one. I'm tipping the Bombers. I reckon we've got it. I think we're in great form. Draper's still out, but
I think you might be right with this being probably the best game of the round, but also one of the most equal games of the round.
Yeah.
The other one that will be equal, I think, is the next one that's coming up, but I don't think it will be nearly as good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for
or
that. I
important
think
to the season.
the Bombers might have a pretty good win. And
Bombers?
lastly, yeah, I'm teaming the
Yeah,
Bombers.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm on a Don's victory, especially at home. Yeah, they'll have some fucking dog in them after that loss last week.
Yeah, yeah, I think the heads are held high on that loss. And then the 4:40 Sunday afternoon at WA, which means it goes well into the night for us, which is pretty good. You know, you watch Freo Carlton, then you go to bed, um, or you go to bed at halftime. But
Yeah, so if Harry McKay is kicking absolute bags of, let's say, quinoa, I will be watching that like a fucking hawk
yeah,
on all sorts of
that's
visual
true
enhancements.
because we're playing each other in Supercoach, and it might come down to
Yes.
Mackay putting the team on the back, and and
Or me I got rid of Sarong, so I could be like really not happy about that decision, or John could be fucking taken in the
yeah,
peel.
it's
Um,
it's Mackay versus Darcy, Jom, and Sard.
yes, I could sub Wiedering in, but we'll see.
I might get Hewitt's back up, but he's a fucking emergency again. What are the Blues doing with fucking Hewitt, George Hewitt? He was concussed for 4 weeks, and then sure, wait for the bye, and then wait for the bye round, still out, and then he's played emergency for the last 2 weeks. I fucking auto drafted him pick 3 or some bullshit like that, and he's averaging 27 over the last 5 games. Play this man.
so some interesting some facts for the Fremantle Carlton game. It'll be Charlie Curnow's 100th game, and it'll
Oh
also be
really?
Nick Newman's 100th game. So
Kerno's
we're
100
getting a
buff.
few, and as well as Alex Pearce's 100th for the Dockers.
Ooh.
So we've got 3 milestones happening on that game. So it's quite exciting. Um, yeah. Also, just a little throwback. Jai Caldwell's 50th game this week, so the boys could get around him.
That's exciting. Yeah, good afternoon of
Yeah.
footy. I think
Good.
it's a tough tip this one. I
Yeah, what are you
reckon
going with?
I but I don't think Freo's got the Optus buff, and I think Kerno's 100's going to carry him home, so I'm picking the Blues.
I really wanted to go contrarian to you, but I'm on the same page here again. Carlton. So let's just figure out what ones we had not in common. We had the first one different, which was you went Richmond, I went Sydney.
Yep,
We
and the
both tipped
Swans are up.
Collingwood, both Brisbane, both tipped GWS, both tipped Port. I tipped. You tipped St Kilda. Fuck it, I'll go Melbourne. Um, just to throw a bit of a spanner in the works. Both Geelong, both Carlton, and we'll both go Dons. Let's go to fucking
Yeah,
Dons.
so it splits
Sweet.
us on that
That's the
Saints
recap
Melbourne.
of the tips.
Yep, recap
Um,
of the tips. Current scoreline is Richmond 13 Swans 28. Swans are 4-4, Richmond are 2-1. I can only assume that's a Bolton goal because he just randomly kicks them. I'm fucking hungry. Is there anything else you wanted to add in the themes? Oh, we've just had a fucking special guest jumped in and he's fucked my camera up. And now he's
no,
left.
swift kicks. I'm going to wrap it up on my end by saying, go the Coomers! And thank you, Jesus, for coming to my side. I'm so grateful to have you. It was worth trading Sarong for. The whole football community might be mad at me for that decision, but it was worth every cent that I paid. Yes. So bless you and please ton up. Yeah, that is me signing out. I'll leave it over to you to wrap it up.
Yep, that's all right. See you later. Quick wrap ups. Prepare to dance in about 5 seconds when I play the theme song, and then we'll go. So we're 3, 2, 1, and then we do a little wave goodbye, and then we call it there.